Hey guys, what's going on? This is another Airsoft Dude 1 production. Today we're going to be doing the initial overview of all of my gear for the Milsim West Strike on the Steps. This event will be taking place May 22nd through the 24th. But for me that means it's probably going to be the 20th through the 25th, just because of ride situations and driving up to Washington because I am in California. So first we're going to just start out with my rifle, then we're going to move to my vest, but I'm going to spend most of my time inside my pack. That's what mainly this video is about, but I am going to go over most of the things that I'm going to be running. I know I haven't been posting any videos on YouTube recently, senior year, a lot of events going on top of ROTC and on top of just getting out and playing. So I've been very busy, so I'll be looking for more videos on specifically my Milsim West preparation. First we're going to start out with my rifle. This is a KWA SR10. As you can see, it's not fully done. I did weather the paint job, but now I need to actually complete the paint job with some snakeskin and a little bit darker color of tan. Also, I need a suppressor that is going to take up this bit because my barrel does extend all the way to right here, and then I will be getting an R-hop for this. So I've got a Phantom Gear L-Can Spectre replica, regular crane stock. I'm going to be running 6 mags plus 2 on my pack as a backup. Those mags are all going to be KWA K120s or PMag clear. The clear PMags. Then I've got a working green laser, as you can see here. Green laser works. That runs on CR123A batteries. I have that. I have a Magpul sling adapter. Yes, I know my sling is AOR1. I don't really care. Then moving up, I just have a flashlight on a off-center mount, so it's a little bit up, and then an RVG. So the rifle is pretty basic. There's nothing totally out of the ordinary on that, but this is what it looks like. I think it looks pretty cool. Like I said, I will be painting it, so let me get this out of the way. And if you're at this point in the video, you should probably figure out that this video is going to be pretty darn long because I have a lot to go over. Starting off on my head, I have my contour just like normal. I have a Rhino mount, and then I did add black Velcro right here and right here. I need to add another piece of Velcro to my Night Evolutions helmet light. As you can see, it's red. Right there, it's red. And then you can turn it off. For the red light is for night discipline, map reading, all that stuff. Then if you hold it, it'll go IR. You can probably see that because normal cameras can pick up IR, but I can't see this right now. Oh, my bad. Yeah, if you hold the button down, it should turn on the IR illuminator there. The IR illuminator should be on. I might be running nods, I might not, if I can find a company that rents them cheap enough. But that is up in the air at this point. On the back I have a USA Canada patch, and then I have just Velcro. I really don't have much to change on my helmet besides the night light and a couple patches that'll be going on it. Nothing really different than normal, so I'll get that out of the way as well. Now, looking at my kit right here, as you figured out, I'll have my sling going over. My right hand will be my trigger hand. Not pictured here is my gloves. I do have Oakley replica hard knuckle gloves. Those will be on my person as well. In the top pouch, this will be removed because I am adding a admin pouch, and that is currently in the mail. But in here I have a mouth guard. I fielded this a couple times, and I think this is an awesome substitute for a mesh or a full face mask. If you're over 18, most fields will allow you to use this. So I'm 18 now, so I can use this. It's an awesome idea. Otherwise, in here, I just have a waterproof notepad, a couple pens, papers, and then also a map of the AO will be in there. And then I've got some Sharpies and whatnot. I have chem lights, IR and blue chem lights in the mail. Then I just have my Singer patch, last name, and then I have my my oath of enlistment. You know, I swear to support and defend the Constitution of the United States. It doesn't go all the way, but it has that oath on there. I love that patch. It's new, but my buddy's had one and I've loved it ever since he's had it. Then I've got my UR94 push to talk, still works strong. That's going to be fed into my comms, going to be the same. Also, another thing, I will not have my comms fed through or on mounts, because I don't like that, because I'm not going to be wearing my brain bucket the entire op. So I really don't want to wear it the entire op. When nothing's going on, I'm not going to be wearing this, especially because the temperature and altitude is going to range. The temperature is going to range from like 45 to like 90. So depending if it's raining, if it's not, there's a 50% chance it's going to rain, because over the past 10 years it's been 50-50. So I'm not going to wear this in the hot. I don't want to wear it if it's raining, yada yada yada. But don't worry about that. My contour is always going to be on my person. I do have a mount on my comms, and then I will also have a mount on my rifle. I might be getting another camera. That's still up in the air as well. Just got to look at last minute funds and all that stuff. So I will have my comms on 24/7, because I am going to be I'm not going to throw this information out yet, but I am going to be a leader of one of the units. I'm not saying specifically what, but I need to have my comms on 24/7. So that will be in there. I will also be running 2 radios with 2 different comm setups. One's just going to be over a push-to-talk mic on my shoulder, which is going to sit right here. The other one's going to be wired through my comms. That's going to be for the higher-up command. Then I've just got med shears. I've got 3 mags running across the front. You can't really see because of the camera, but I have Kiwi modded them. So if you're not familiar with that, it's pretty much a Kydex wedge, so that these mags click in and click out, so you don't have to worry about them falling out if you bend over or whatnot. The only thing is I only have 2, because that's what the deal came with, and I'm not going to pay more than the shipping cost for my product, which they're like $7 on SKD or whatever tactical. I highly suggest them. Funds right now, yada yada. So this mag kind of sits in there at an angle because there's not a Kiwi mod in the center. That doesn't really affect me much. It has a mag pull. I can pull it out just as easy. On my left, I have 2 Thunder Bees. You can only carry 4 grenades at a time, so that's the second Thunder Bee is kind of up in the air, because I will have multiple different colored smoke grenades on me. The Enola Gay smoke grenades, those will be going over here, but one will be going in the back here. So 1 Thunder Bee at all times. I'm not going with any of the pineapple grenades or any of the exploding BB grenades or whatnot, the paint grenades, just because I don't find them worth it. I'm not going to pay $14 to $30 for a grenade. That's going to be a one-time use. I'd much rather spend $7 on a smoke grenade. That just seems logical to me. So I'm pretty much done there. On this side I have my IFAK, Real World IFAK, and the Milsim West IFAK, that's right here. I still need to get a med cross on it, so everybody knows that that's a med pack. But yes, that is a real med pack. I have my real first aid kit and whatnot, because I'm a first responder, CPR, all that. Then back here, you can't see it because I'm not going to go rotate the camera, but this is a SAW 100 round gunner magazine, or not magazine, but belt pouch, and that's what's holding my radios, 2 different Midlands. I chose to put them on the back just because I'm going to have one for one channel and one for another channel. So as soon as I throw my vest on, just turn them on and I don't have to worry about it. So they're back there. They're just normal FRS radios, family radio service. So I don't really have to do any changing because I'm running totally independent comm setups. So at this point, I'm going to get rid of my dummy. Actually, I'm going to turn my dummy around here. It's just a pillow, so, you know, whatever. On the back, nothing's really changed. Just the tactical assault gear, 50 ounce hydration bladder holder, and whatnot. I don't have my bladder in here because I just keep my hose until my hose needs to be cleaned. But right here I have a water bottle adapter, so I can click this into my source right here. I can just click that in and pump my hydration carrier full of water, so I don't actually have to take out or take off my vest and whatnot. So that's in here. Sorry, I just whipped water everywhere. Also, I use black paracord to tighten this down. Kind of looks like a giant taco mag. Giant taco, just because they're webbed down. The reason I did that is to keep it more low profile for when I'm carrying my deployment pack and my my assault pack. I will be running two different and independent packs. Everything will stay in my deployment pack until I arrive on op, and then I will move the things that I need into my assault pack. And then that will go over this. I'm still trying to decide on what assault pack I want. Also, I do have the extended pads, so that is much more comfortable. And then my wires for my radio go right through there, and then my hydro tubes go through there. Also, I did leave space on the front. As you can see, I'm not running a whole heck of a lot of mags. That's mainly because I'm not going to be running a whole lot of ammo. Alright, so I just wanted to move a little bit closer just so you guys could see some of the stuff I have here. Also, this is going to be going on the back of my my belt. This is what you call a deployment pack, or not a deployment pack, but a deployment bag. It's got multiple straps, so it'll stay tight and stay locked down on your belt. But this is going to be on my first line. Reason being is because this is going to hold all of my food that I'm going to use while I'm not at home, or when I'm not at my foxhole or my ranger grave. So what I have in here, it's not complete yet, and things are not where they need to be in here. But mainly, I've got 3 extra chem lights, and then I've got some blocks or shots, cliff blocks, whatever you want to call them. They're energy chewies. I have 3 sticks of these just for quick energy. Also, I need to get a small portable one of these that's like a 1/5 the size. As you guys can tell, I'm super white, and because of that, I need a lot of sunscreen. So I'm going to get a couple of these small ones so I can actually go in the front pouch here, because I really don't want to get a sunburn day 1 and be going through pain for the next 2 days. It's just not going to be fun. Also, other things that are going to be in here, I'm going to keep 1 meal on me at all times, so if I'm deployed or if I'm out in the field when I need food, I can get that food, and I don't have to suffer until I go back home. I'm calling this my home pack. I don't have to wait until I go back home to get my food. So what I have in here is 2, actually those are, okay, so 2 chocolate Cliff Bars and 2 peanut butter Cliff Bars. Cliff Bars are the best thing ever for quick and long-lasting energy. Also, I have a thing of chapstick in here. I don't really get chapped lips, but I really don't want to run the risk of it. And then, like I said, I will have 1 Mountain House meal in here at all times. I will have water on me at all times, so I'll be able to make that meal on demand. And that pretty much goes for this big pouch. On this side, I just have a rolled up thing of duct tape. And on this side, I'm going to have toilet paper and foldable utensils. I do have toilet paper in my home pack or my deployment bag, but I want some on me at all times. You know, nature calls. Then in this front pouch here, I have just my basic needs, very basic, just toothpaste, toothbrush and deodorant. This is just a small thing of Old Spice deodorant. Actually, what I'm going to do to have it use up less space is cut this down so it'll fit on there just right. And that's pretty much it. Some people might argue, why I might just not keep these in here. I'm debating that. I'm probably going to end up keeping them in here. I just kind of threw this stuff in here just because I needed something to go in this bag for right now until I have everything locked down for that. Now getting to my actual pack. This is going to be the main part of the review, and I know this has already been a little bit of time. If you unclip these top buckles, this is freed. I know it didn't look like it, but one of these buckles was clipped into the bag, so I actually have to take it off. It shakes around a little bit, so I'm probably going to try and find a better place for it. This is an entrenchment shovel, or an E-tool. It's a folding shovel, and then you lock it down and tighten it. Reason for this is because you got to dig your own hole. And then it's got a saw blade on either side, so you can cut lumber or whatnot. I also will have a saw on me just in case there are branches, trees, and whatnot, which from the looks of it there are. So I think that will be a good trade-off. Reason for that being, I want to be able to improve my fighting position at all times. I always want to make my fighting position better so that I can improve as the operation proceeds. So looking at the outside of my pack first, the dead center, I've got a backup mag. This backup mag is just 120 round mid cap. All my mags are 120 round mid caps. This is just in there. I don't plan on ever needing it. This will not be loaded. This is just in case one of my other mags breaks on me mid-op. The same thing goes for right here. This is also a 120 round clear PMag, just for the purpose is if something breaks. This is a speed loader. This is going to be a backup speed loader. I'm probably going to have 4 or 5 on me at the op, so that's just going to be on me on my deployment bag just in case I need another speed loader because the other one broke and whatever. Looking here, I have 2 little bags, and I know if you're looking at this, this is the crappiest multicam pattern. I wasn't going to spend $400 on a camelback backpack. The one that I really wanted, I wanted the Y zipper, so you could just pull one and pretty much the whole backpack breaks open, so you can access things at the bottom very quickly. But that's about $300, $400, $200, wherever you find it. I found this on eBay for 30 bucks. This has enough space to keep me limited because I always pack more than I need. So this pack is the right size to keep me limited, but make sure I have enough for my needs. And also, I did find a replica Y-zip, but the multicam pattern looked like it was spray painted on. So I didn't think that 40 bucks, 50 bucks was worth it. This backpack right here, I went hiking with it a couple times, and I haven't had any problems with it. I mean, the straps are kind of crappy on it, but I'm going to replace those. On the outside of my pack, I have 2 things that I'm going to need relatively quickly that I don't want to have to go digging for. First thing is binos. Binoculars. These I got at an REI used gear sale. These are awesome. They're 8x42. Yes, 8x42 with a 70-degree, a 7-degree field of view. So they are just what I need. They're not too much. They're very light. They're polymer designed with metal inside. I can tighten this down. I can adjust everything with the diopter and whatnot for my eyes. And then this is just a nice little strap. So that goes in here. And then there is also room for other things to go in here, which I'm trying to decide on. Then in this one is a rain cover for my backpack. No, this isn't camo, it's blue. So I hope I don't have to use it, but this is a very nice waterproof. I've used this on hiking trips. One time I actually had to use this as a shelter. So this is really nice. REI, I get all my stuff from REI. So that just goes in there, readily available right on the outside. Then right here, you've got a big pouch. This is going to be water. Water is going to be a key thing for this operation because you have to supply your own water and your own food. So I will probably be packing too much water, but I'm okay with that because I have a hydro carrier. I'm going to have water and maybe food in here. The only things that are not in this pack that I need are 5 Mountain House meals, maybe 4, 4 probably, and then an MRE, a broke down MRE. Now, broke down MRE means that you don't have everything there. You only need the things you need. So it's much lighter, much less weight. But I'm not worried too much about weight on this because one, we have vehicles, and two, this pack will not be coming with me everywhere I go. So that I'm okay with. I also know my limitations and I know my needs. I know I eat a lot of food, and I know that I don't want to starve myself and lose energy because I'm starving myself over these 3 days. Besides the fact that I will be at a higher altitude than I'm used to and whatnot. So that concludes the outside of my pack. Now I'm going to go inside front pocket, inside main pocket. Really simple. There's only 2 zippers on it. Well, 4 zippers, but 2 pockets. I'm going to undo all these cinch down straps just so it's easier. This isn't arranged in any order yet, just because I kind of threw stuff in bags and threw stuff in here just for the purposes of this video. But I have a non-used thing of toilet paper, some webbing. This is like 10 feet of webbing, just in case I need to have it. For some reason, webbing's always really good. Then I have some Mio. This is just to add flavor to your water, because I know drinking water over days gets really boring, and it doesn't taste good and you don't want to drink it. I want to make sure that I keep myself in a state that I am hydrated before I get there and I'm hydrated when I leave. But I want to keep myself in a state that I want to continue drinking water, and the best way I've found to do that is have something that flavors your water. Generally, I have iced tea or black cherry. I know that Mio Energy doesn't do anything, and then fruit punch. And then I'm not going to pull all these out, but I have 4 of these little heaters. That's just in case it gets super cold. I also have 4 more Cliff Bars in here, and another weatherproof notepad, and then a weatherproof pen. Right here, this is a clip for my mess kit. Then everything is compartmentalized, so if one thing gets wet, not everything gets wet. I like to do that when I'm hiking. So this will be like triple bag, because this is mission critical. This stuff is backup batteries, laser batteries, CR123A batteries. Those are batteries for my EOTech, which is my backup on my backup weapon. So CR123A batteries, those run a lot of the things in my kit. A portable phone charger. This big blue thing is a solar USB charger. So that is going to keep my Contour running. It has 2 USB ports on it, so I can charge 2 things independently. This is 32,000 mAh, and then it's got a solar charger on it. So as soon as I get there, I'm going to start charging to make sure my camera is always topped off. I have a 128 gig card in my Contour, so I'm going to record every single thing I can, besides night operations, which I'm sorry, I don't have a night vision camera. But this will be continuously charging and charging other things, just so I have that. And then I have cords for everything. Then I have a unjamming rod. There's 2 more links in there, but I have an unjamming rod. This is a stiff unjamming rod, or it's rigid, not flexible on purpose. This right here is a survival strobe. This I don't have for the purposes of the op. This is for the purposes of safety. I am a lifeguard, I'm a first responder, CPR, all that stuff. I have all those certifications, and I know what staying safe means. So this is not IR, so I don't plan on using it, but this is a, hey, I'm injured, I need somebody to find me, or whatnot, or find somebody else. This is my tools kit. Now, I will also have a broken down tools kit on me at all times in that deployment bag, but this has everything I need. I've checked every single screw on every gun and everything that I have to make sure I have it. Also, a couple things that I don't need, but they are there. Allen keys, whatnot, for other people's gear and guns. Then this is my battery bag. This will also be double bagged because this is mission critical, mission critical. If I don't have this, I don't play. So these are my AEG batteries. Currently I have two 11.1s and two 7.4s in different configurations. But I also will be getting two more 11.1s. I know that seems like a lot of batteries just for a day, or technically it's 40 hours, but we're showing up early and you can sign in between certain hours. So it might be maybe 50 hours, somewhere in there. But I have batteries. I also have batteries for other people if things do arise. I also have Tamiya to Deans and Deans to Tamiya plugs for myself and other people. That rounds out this front compartment. All of these things you can see here are rubber lined. So it is waterproof, but everything is compartmentalized just in case water seeps in and whatnot. And also, this will be my main food compartment. I left a lot of space in here. As you can see, it gets pretty big. So this is where my other food is going to go. Now that that's done, opening up the main compartment, the first thing you see when you pull this back, you can see that rubber lining a lot better here. So this part is actually double rubber lined, so it's double waterproof, theoretically. Right here, this is what's going to keep me dry if it rains. This is two ponchos and stakes. Now, the reason I have two ponchos, we all have to dig individual ranger graves, but one of them will be used as my shelter. I'm going to dig a ranger grave, and then I'm going to use one poncho, maybe two ponchos, as a shelter. I plan on staying warm, so I have a lot of clothes, and I have, or not a lot, but I have enough to fit my needs. I go hiking all the time, so I know what I need. But what I brought two, one for the purpose of making a shelter, the other as a purpose of keeping myself dry if I need it. Because being wet and having to do operations is not fun. So I did that. So I will be using one, probably both, as my shelter, but if it starts raining, I'll break down to one so I can use one to keep myself dry. And this is tied together with paracord to make it as small as possible. Also, and these are just regular GI ponchos. And then these are just tent stakes. Moving along the lines of tent stakes, I have a carbon fiber coated with a aluminum painting, it's aluminum with carbon fiber painting. Sorry, I got that backwards. This is going to be my main. This is going to be the only tent pole I have. This is going to go in the middle of my ranger grave to keep the poncho up. I'm going to use the hood on the poncho as a vent so that I can keep it down and dry, but I also will be venting hot air and whatnot, so I don't keep it super hot in there, so that I don't, people are using thermals, so that I don't present too much of a target. Right here immediately you see this is just a long sleeve tan undershirt. Reason for that is that to keep myself warm. I don't have this bag because this will be just something I can grab real quick. I do have more of these, but they're in the wash right now, actually. So, like I said, everything is in this pouch is designed linearly. So I can just open up the top and see what I need and pull it out. Everything is Ziploc bag. This is underwear. This is Patagonia long johns and long john pants and long john shirt. These are the best in the business for wicking away sweat and wicking away moisture from your body. Keeps you warmer when you're not wet in the central parts of your body. So I'm going to be putting tabs on the top so I can see what I need and pull it out from the top without destroying my whole pack. So here you go. That is the Patagonia thermal wear. as you can see, kind of some of the air came back into these bags. I guess I didn't seal them all the way. But these are socks, wool socks and nylon socks and everything, just for different situations, to keep myself warm in different temperatures and whatnot. If it's super hot, I don't want to be wearing wool. Honestly, I don't. But if it's raining and it's wet, I want to keep myself as warm as possible. So, as you can see, there's only 3 here, but I will be adding another bag of 3. And then here's my final bag. These are just underwear. I am a big fan of compression shorts. Now, compression shorts, these are not. These are just regular underwear. These are just a placeholder for right now, just so I don't eat up too much space. But actually, since compression shorts are made out of plastics and whatnot, they're a lot thinner. I like compression shorts when I airsoft, when I milsim, when I play, just because they keep myself more comfortable. At the very top of my pack here, I have a stove. Now, as soon as you see how big this stove is, you people are probably like, why the heck do you have such a huge stove? Well, this actually isn't this big, and it's made out of aluminum, so it's decently, except for this, which is steel, so it doesn't get too hot. Then also it does have a piezoelectric igniter, so I don't have to have no lighters, but I do have them in there. I just didn't pull them out. I didn't want to bring my pocket rocket because, one, honestly, that's too small, and it heats water too slowly for my needs, because I am going to be the squad water heater, so I have a big tank. And also, reason is I want to keep my shelter warm if it's super cold. So this is going to be a kind of a heating supplement, because I'm not going to have a fire inside my shelter. So I did bring a big tank for that reason. Also, I do have more tanks for this than other stoves, so I don't want to have to go spend money that I already have. So that's my justification on that, and I'm sticking to it. Last thing on water, also in here I do have a little bag of backup body pins and body screws and nuts. I need to add a couple more. This is just there in case a body pin drops out of my rifle or out of my pistol or whatnot. I have something to stick in there. This is a water bag. Now, this is like a 5-gallon water bag. I don't know actually how big it is. No, this will not be filled all the way, and this will be at the very top, so that if it does pop or if it does rupture, that most of the water is below it, so gravity has to work backwards for the water to soak my pack. This is going to be like a third full or half full, just because a big bag, it'll be like this wide. So I just want to keep as much water in here as I can while keeping it low profile. Last thing, guys. Last thing here, guys. I have inside here. You can kind of see it a little bit better. This is where the REI water bag went. Was straight in this little flap. But right here, I have a dry bag with my sleeping bag in here. This is a down poly mix sleeping bag. This is a Sierra Design sleeping bag. And then also right here, it's kind of hard to see because it's dark in there. This is my mess kit. Now, something that I did to my mess kit that I suggest to everyone who ever needs a mess kit in a tactical situation or something where you need to keep quiet. You don't hear pots and pans shaking around inside there. Let me show you what I did. Reason I keep it in that bag is just this REI bag is just so I can use this if I need to for anything else. Also, it keeps it together because these don't lock in together. But when you take this off, you see that everything has a piece of towel, like a paper towel, between it, so that it just keeps, it's kind of like shimming gears on your gun. This is just there to prevent noise. So, you can see I have a bowl, I have a cup, I have a bigger pan, and I have a smaller pan. These are great for mountain house meals and whatnot. So it just goes together real quick. And you can see that it has the lines to disperse the heat a lot better. So that's been my Milsim West prep video review on all the stuff that I will be taking. I know this was a long video, and if you've reached this point, I really appreciate you guys watching. And this is what I'm going to be taking. There will be a lot of changes coming, and there will be a lot more stuff that I have that's not necessary or things that I feel that I need at this point. So thanks for watching, guys. This has been another Soft Dude 1 production. I'm out.